I'm Doug at Global West, and we've got quite a bit of things going on the table right now. What I wanted to talk to you about was our KT423 kit. Now the KT423 kit is for 64 through 72 A-bodies. It is the top of the line handling package we offer for those particular vehicles. It is complete. It'll have, what you see here is only a small portion of what you're actually going to get when you order a KT423. So what I'd like to do is break it down a little bit for you on individual components for the front, and then we're going to get into the rear, because with the front package, making it handle properly, you have to do it to the rear as well, so you've got a balance. So let's get started. All right, one of the first things we're going to talk about for the 423 kit. Now remember, this is going to be a road racing autocross kit, high performance street. It is a handling package. We're going to put, this is a COF 42 kit, and this gets welded to your frame. There's going to be some modifications you're going to do. We could talk about that on a COF kit by itself. But what we need to do is extend the length of the shock. For a full coilover system, we have to have as much travel on the front end as possible. If you do not give more suspension travel in the front, and you're doing autocross and a road race application, you'll probably have the tendency of lifting the inside tire up when you go through a turn, and that's simply because there's not enough shock travel and the shock is picking it up. You just run out of travel. So what we do is we put an extended travel coilover system on the front end. That's a COF 42. The whole idea is we're going to raise the shock up, the mounting point from the frame, so we get more capabilities of a longer shock. Remember, we need to have shock travel so we don't pick the tires up off the ground when we're going through turns. And when you're pulling over 1G with this kit, believe me, if you don't have shock travel, you're going to do that. It comes with templates for cutting the frame, hardware, and of course these mounts. So let's move on to the next thing that comes on with the 423 kit. So we've talked about the extended travel coilover, the COF 42. Now the next part of it is special upper control arms. The geometry on these arms is not stock, it is different. It's for a different type of spindle, which is also part of this kit, and we'll get to that also. But this is a 423A. It's a CNR 423A. And the combination of this with the spindle and the lower control arm changes the camber curve on your front end. Instead of having positive camber gain when you go around a turn, that's where the top of the tire tilts out, these actually make it tilt in toward the engine. So what happens is the front end bites. It digs into the turn. These are CNR 423s, again, a standard feature with the KT423. So now we've got upper arms. Let's go ahead and we'll go to the lowers. So this is our lower control arm, the 423 EXT. Let me tell you a little bit about it. On the base here, you'll see it where the shock attaches. This is mounted a little bit lower. And what we've done here, when we were talking about the COF kit, we were telling you that we want to go to the longest shock as possible, so we raise the height of the shock in the frame. On the lower control arm, we're dropping it down a little bit so we can gain more shock travel as well. That's why we say EXT is extended travel. These arms come with our Del-A-Lum bushings, of course, and we have a special lower ball joint. Now this lower ball joint is set up for the aluminum spindles that we're going to show you that make up the main heart of the KT423 kit. Another thing unique about this control arm is the crossbar. This crossbar has a bun in it, and that's where the Penske canister bolts to. It actually goes up and down with the shock because it's attached to the lower control arm. Best place for it, and it's out of the way. Now, let's take a minute, and I'm going to show you exactly how the Penske shock bolts to these arms. So this side you can see we have the Penske already mounted to the lower control arm. The lower control arm, the EXT, we've got a couple spacers here. And those spacers, one spacer goes on each side of the bearing in the base of the Penske. So when you install it, this obviously, as you can see over here, drops right on in, and then we have this mount that goes to the cross member here, which bolts to the cross member that supports the canister. And it's going to look, when it's assembled, just like this. And you'll notice down here, these are those spacers that I was just telling you about. There's one on each side. And the chamfer of the spacer goes towards the bearing. So what happens is when this suspension is moving, now it's not going to move this radical at all, but you can see how nice everything is clear and out of the way. And you'll also notice that there is a relief right here in the support gusset, and that's where the hose goes. It will not work if you try to put it on the other side. It won't fit. It's kind of it only goes one way. So now you've got a good idea how that assembles and why we do it that way. One of the main ingredients or components for the 423 kit, the shock and spring combination. And this particular kit being a Penske kit, obviously we're going to run Penske shocks that are going to be a double adjustable. You've got your rebound adjustment here, and in the canister here you're going to have your bump control. And if you also notice, we run dual springs, and then there's a reason for that as well. So when we get into the combinations and talking about this particular kit on the track and what we can do for you, we'll get heavy into why we do what we do here. But this is part of that kit, the KT423 Penske. Another component that we have for the 423 kit is a sway bar. Now the front sway bar automatically comes in the kit, and depending on what you're going to do will determine our sway bar size. But if you're going to be running the Penske program, which we were talking about here earlier in the beginning, then we're assuming that you're going to be autocrossing and road racing. And if that's the case, and we've done all of our homework on this, this particular sway bar is a key factor for that package. Part of the 423 kit is also the outer tie rod ends and adjusting sleeves. Now because we're running a billet steering knuckle arm and we've bump steered it, we're going to use a high misalignment rod end. And a high misalignment rod end allows for more articulation in the rod end. And that's really important, especially when you're doing steering. We have a Heim washer attached to it, and we have a spacer here. And this spacer goes, when you install it, on the bottom of the steering knuckle arm. This comes up through, and then you tighten this down. It's specifically made that way. And of course, we give you the inner jam nuts for the inner tie rod ends. This will actually go to your standard center link and standard inner tie rod end. This is an ADJ 423, part of your kit for the steering zero bump. The heart of the KT423 kits is going to be this spindle right here. This is designed specifically to generate a negative camber gain on A-bodies in conjunction with our control arms. It is a forged spindle, so it's very lightweight. Now we designed this to also accommodate Wilwood disc brakes. This particular unit right here has got 13-inch 6-piston on it, which is standard in all our KT423 kits. Also, we want to show you the steering knuckle arm. When we did the steering knuckle arm, we also fixed Ackerman steering and the bump curve. So this kit actually generates zero bump through the spectrum of your travel. That is beneficial anytime you're running a road race or autocross application. Another thing that you should know about this spindle is it has an automatic 2-inch drop in it. And we needed to do that to get the center of gravity down for the road racing application and still maintain the geometry curve that we needed. If we did all the lowering through just the spring application, we'd have a problem with our roll center in the front end. And this is a key for our handling application on the front. So this spindle specifically is designed to do everything we needed to do in a negative roll system, lowering the car down and make it handle the best it possibly can. All right, now you got a good idea what comes in our KT423 front kits, especially for the Penskes. We do also make a rear kit, and in our next coming up videos, we'll show you what that looks like. If you enjoyed this video and are interested in other videos that we may do or other products that we may have, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out on Instagram. Thanks again.